It's not just about people converting. Now, what happened was, as I kept watching, I stumbled upon a video. And this video was by a man who had my name.
Okay.
So I'm like, wow, okay, someone with my name.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, you are live on air, my friend. Go ahead. What do you want to say to us, Abdul?
I'm not Abdul. I'm Afzal.
You're what?
Afzal.
Afzal? Okay.
Yeah.
Are you a Turkish?
I'm not.
Okay. You are a Muslim, right?
Yes.
And then as I go on hearing, I realize this is the same Christian schoolmate of mine,
Okay.
because of whom I took an interest in knowing who is his so-called Christian Prince teacher, right?
Right.
And it happens to be him,
Right.
who takes my name,
Right.
goes on to the show, asks a few questions, which I posed at him
Okay.
during our conversation.
Okay.
And then
So wait, he was acting as if he was a Muslim?
now here's the thing. Hang on, he's acting as though he's me.
Right.
So long story short, the whole
So he never says that he's not a Muslim.
he says he's a Muslim.
Okay, he actually says
He
he's
is
a Muslim.
yeah, he is a Muslim.
Okay.
He's calling in my name.
Right.
So Christian Prince is like, are you a Muslim? Yes, I'm a Muslim.
Really?
Okay, don't reveal your identity because you got to be safe. And he says, you know, I have some Christian friends. So he's playing my role.
Okay.
And he's saying, I have some Christian friends and stuff. They ask me
Okay,
questions. And he
okay,
asks the questions I asked him.
okay.
And he gets answers from CP.
Okay.
Terrible ones, right?
Right.
And sufficient for convincing him. And towards the end of the conversation, he says, are you ready for coming to Christ? And he says, yeah.
What?
Yep.
You never told me this.
I did. You were very busy with other stuff, I think.
La, la,
You
told me
missed this.
You
You
told me
missed this. You missed this.
Subhanallah.
You missed this.
So, my friend, let me ask you.
Yeah.
Do you feel like leaving Islam now? You want to denounce Islam?
I actually did in my heart, but maybe not by my words.
Okay, that sounds good. So we can say you are out of Islam.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is nonsense, and it's control system, you know. But where I live, it's not possible to, you know, say things like this. But I think I just have to find a way. I just have to do it.
Well, I'm very happy for you, my friend, that you left Islam. Do you have any question for me about Christianity? As long as you decide to leave Islam and you know you are you are very sure that this is a very stupid cult and you don't want to be part of it, good for you. But what do you think about Christianity?
I have a lot of respect for Christ, because I can see that he's always done good things, and you know, I mean, he's helping people, and he's definitely, he can't be human, you know, because of all the things that he's done. So I'm just taking it like one step at a time, and I'm pretty convinced that Christ is God. I know that.
I mean to that, my friend. I mean to that. So you accept the Messiah as your savior then?
Absolutely. I know that, but you know,
wonderful.
I just don't want to go around saying this, because you know how it is in this part of the world.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is new to me. This is new to me.
200 plus.
Okay, subhanallah. So okay, by the way, I've watched like maybe 30 or something. So mashallah, you're way ahead of me.
Only knowing what he says.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, people are commenting, oh, you know, this is the truth, and this is. So you can see.
Would you be able to dig up the clip?
Yeah, within a few seconds.
All right,
I've saved it. You know.
We're gonna stick this in the description, guys.
Right.
Subhanallah.
Right.
Okay. So the main reason we're gathered here, the title of the video, which is like pending in my head, but it's going to be something like, watch this video before calling Christian Prince. Mm-hmm. Okay. Why is Christian Prince relevant after I've shredded him in exposing him lying 100 times, refuted him so many times, exposed his ignorance? Why is he still popular? Why is he still relevant?
I think we have to maybe blame the Muslims ourselves,
Okay.
right? Because his show is nothing without a Muslim calling in, right?
Right.
In his show, he usually begins like half an hour before the show comes on, or
Yes.
maybe a day before the show comes on. He sometimes posts what's next,
Right.
and then there's a countdown. So people are already ready what time Christian Prince is going to come on. And once he begins, there will be a title, and he will choose one title, and he will start talking about it, giving his comments and stuff, for at least 15 to 20 minutes to build a narrative.
Right.
Right? He'll create enough damage, and then he will say, is there any Muslim who wants to challenge me?
Right.
Is there any Muslim who wants to, say I'm a liar or whatever? I mean,
Right.
I don't think he ever said that. And then, when the Muslim calls his entertainment, because who's calling? I mean, even if a top tier scholar calls on that show, he can't do much, because everything is controlled by Christian Prince. Christian Prince says something, and say no, you're a liar, because here's a hadith. Can the scholar pull up a hadith and say no, you're a liar because hadith? This is a da'if one. These are the strong ones. These are the reasons. Can he do that? He can't. He'll say, no, you are not, you're a liar. The audience are like, haha, scholar, top scholar, Christian Prince, crushing him. And then imagine an average Muslim who's praying 5 times a day, has yaqeen in Allah, the fitrah goes to one God, and the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu life and the Quran. All of this is what this guy this pious Muslim, the everyday average struggling to go through life Muslim calls him, and then thinks, I've never heard this stuff. This guy's a liar, because he knows this is a lie, because this is not the narrative that's out there, right? He calls in to say, no, you're lying, and then he trumps him with these stuff.
Right.
And sometimes people call him thinking they can actually defeat him.
Right.
When I said a top scholar, when he comes in, he can start manipulating the show. Then imagine an average guy.
Right.
According to who comes into the show, he lets the leash, in the sense, if it's a mediocre guy, right, who doesn't know much, he let him speak, because he knows he doesn't know stuff.
Right.
And here's the thing about a question you asked earlier: what about Christian Prince? Does he know stuff? He's read enough, probably.
It's forums knowledge.
Yeah.
His knowledge is the stuff you find on Arabic forums. It's not book knowledge. It's not book knowledge. It's not like a college knowledge. It's
university knowledge.
It's forums knowledge.
Right.
That's what he has. If you spend a good enough time on Arabic internet forums, you'll have that information.
Right.
It's nothing special.
Right. So that's the thing. He knows who he's dealing with,
right?
Because he knows the level at which the responses are coming, and then if it's someone who is, the average Muslim, he's going to let him speak, especially if he has a stupid accent in his regard, right?
Yeah.
If he has an accent that he can mock, right? And then, or if it's someone angry, so he can show Muslims are angry,
right?
Or if it's someone funny, so he takes advantage of who calls, and especially Muslims,
yes,
right? And this is why calling him is the fuel for letting him continue what he's doing.
Okay.
And here's the other side. Muslims might argue, no, we want to call him because we know he's lying and we want to correct him. But we've realized it doesn't work. And
he doesn't care. He doesn't care.
And secondly, the Muslims might say, okay, then if we can't do it, why can't the scholars do it? I told you, even if the scholars go in there,